Well, as we look at the teams of 2003, I can tell you that the man who scored the winning goals then for Chelsea in what was a second replay could head a ball slightly better than the great Trevor Brooking, one Tommy Lawton. But for the record, neither of us was there to watch.
I think most people were better headers in the ball than me.
So we have here a colourful scene and something of a day-night match, really. The floodlights, though, are already on. And what does familiarity breed? Well, I hope it breeds a good contest. Sven-Göran Eriksson and his lady, as usual, present. Frank Lampard will be hoping to play rather better for him than he was able to, and I emphasise that expression in the match against Australia. John Terry continuing in as captain of Chelsea in the absence of Desailly, who's still troubled by a virus. Patrick Vieira, of course, to his right. Two assistant referees making their way through, and we're underway. Durkin, the man in charge, striding out. Two balloons blowing around, and the wind might be a bit of a problem. It's been gusty today. We are, after all, in March. So let's look at the two teams. All very familiar names. David Seaman playing his 52nd FA Cup tie. Martin Keown only came on as a sub last May, and Van Bronckhorst wasn't fit to play. In midfield, the two goal scorers, Parler and Ljungberg, alongside Vieira and Edu, who was a sub down at Cardiff. And Henry starts an FA Cup tie for the first time in this current campaign, alongside Jeffers, who's in a good vein of goal-scoring form.
Yeah, good chance for Jeffers. Freddie Ljungberg playing on the left-hand side, which I think he favours. He played last week on the right, just coming back from injury, but Perez being rested today. And another chance for Ray Parler, again, who can't get a regular place in the side. And Edu, of course, who played so well up at Old Trafford.
Chelsea side, Carlo Cudicini in goal. And the back four with Terry and Gallas in the middle. From midfield, Gronkier, Petit, the old Arsenal favourite, hoping more than anybody else, I suspect, for revenge. Morris gets a chance, and Zola accompanies Hasselbank.
Yeah, we've got Morris on the left. We'll have to see when the game gets underway. He prefers to play more central. Gronkier, funnily enough, if you've got Van Bronckhorst and Lauren defensively, might be somebody blows hot and cold, but he can be dangerous. And of course, Zola dropping into that deep position, always difficult to pick up a mark.
Maybe Jody Morris didn't appear at Cardiff. Among the substitutes there, particularly on the Arsenal side, some famous names, Pires and Will Todd, and Gilberto and Bergkamp not even included in the squad. Eddie Ljungberg back after such a long time out with an Achilles problem. Scorer of a quite beautiful goal last May. But will this man make the difference? The Zola of this season has been par excellence, like he was when he first came to Chelsea. Can't help feeling, Trevor, if as we look at Henry, who clearly we're going to have to be watched all the time, if Chelsea are to cause an upset, Zola has got to have an outstanding game.
He's had a little bit of a rest on the bench with Good Johnson playing up with Hasselbank, so Zola, I think, will really relish the occasion today, and be important to see whether somebody from the back pushes in and marks him, or whether somebody in midfield, somebody like Vieira, picks him up as he drops deep. But I'm sure he'll relish this game.
Graham Rousseau, incidentally, not match fit to be included for Chelsea. Packed house for a promising contest. Chelsea trying to end this long run. This is Lauren, and here's Ray Parlour. Edu. Sol Campbell. Pitch looks to have absorbed the rain pretty well, but it has been a test for groundsmen all around the country. It's current winter. Bobby Owen. First searching ball, but a gift for Campbell. And a relatively quiet start. Nobody diving in, flinging themselves about. Or did I speak slightly too soon as Lampard went in there?
An important interception by Gallas as well. If anyone can prove a problem for Henry, it's the pace of Gallas, and that confrontation will be a crucial one, I think, for the outcome of the game, because I think Gallas, of any defender, could match Henry for pace.
Bronkhorst. Ashley Cole, of course, out for his 6 weeks, it was said. And Bronkhorst, forced hoping to find a place in the side. Should they go on? No foul. Lundberg, for the first time, is an attacker.
Mentioned a lot about Henry and the attacking play of Arsenal, Barry. I've seen a lot of him in recent weeks, and I've got to say, at the back, Sol Campbell has been quite magnificent. He's been so strong and dominant, and I think certainly enjoying the best spell of form I've seen since he's joined Highbury.
And here is Zola with the first chance of the match, which he doesn't make count. Will he rule that at the end of the evening? Suddenly got completely clear.
Watch Martin Keown slip. There he goes. And suddenly he's clear. Just hasn't quite got that acceleration, so he's got to go a little bit wider. He can see Laurent coming across, and it meant the angle then Seaman could make the save. But it was a slip by Keown. Good chance.
I'm surprised he didn't have a crack from slightly further back. He seemed to want to have that extra touch to me. Good stop, though, by David Seaman. Completely, and the flag stays down, and John Terry has given Chelsea the lead.
It was a great little short corner, wasn't it? Just not short. Grant Keown just clips it, and as you say, they're both pushed up to play the offside. John Terry's so isolated, you thought, I bet going through his head, am I offside here? Let's see, as the ball is plays, no way is he offside. They come out, and certainly then just picks his spot. No chance at all for David Seaman.
Beautifully done by John Terry. And they're all looking, but there's no question.
I think it was Freddie Lundberg who was on the post there. He was the last man coming out. Definitely a yard or so onside John Terry.
Well, they started here very well in the Premiership match on New Year's Day, Chelsea. But suddenly found themselves a goal down, an own goal too by Desai. This time they've got the goal before needing to play well. Is it to make a difference?
Yeah, they didn't take their chances when they had good spell, as you say, in the league game. We talked about Frank Zola missing, perhaps not making the most of that chance. In the end, the corner they got produced the goal anyway.
Yes, I think he ruled it for all of a minute. No foul. Ljungberg. Space on the right side for Lauren, and he went instead down the middle to nobody.
Well, it's a pretty daunting task to come to Highbury, and face Arsenal in their form, but to get a goal so early, what a boost.
Well, they have won here in the FA Cup in the semi-final of '97, but that was against Wimbledon.
Shevchenko scored then, didn't he, if I remember rightly?
Meeting now these two teams for the 11th time. Lauren having to put the brakes on a little bit, but plenty forward for Arsenal. Oh, came off Jody Morris.
I don't think they can claim it was a deliberate pass back. Anyway, that one just trying to be whipped in by Lauren. Yeah, there we are. I think the keeper called.
Previous 10 games. This is in total the 16th match, and there have been 5 replays. And these two teams have met in every round from the second round onwards. And that started back in 1914-15 season. Lauren. Free kick against Lampard. Referee almost a bit too close for his own comfort then. Chelsea holding a line, which at the moment has Henry slightly offside. The pass is wayward. Henry, well collected, he's well off his line. Jeffers was the threat in the middle. He read that very well, Cudicini. Forward for Jeffers, needs a little touch from the goal scorer. Well ducked out by Keown. Three winners' medals, David Seaman. Terry up well, good distance on the header. Morris. Untidy challenge by Parler, but effective. Good reach by Babayara. And by Lauren. This is up for a free kick to Arsenal. And Jody Morris having a passing word with the referee. Even contest in words and in physique too, I suppose. Rush hour on the far side. Curling in, Cudicini's come for it. And hasn't got back yet. Goal is vacant. Not now. Offside. That's Ray Parler. He wanted to go on, and the referee will have a word with Ray Parler about that. It was a good save anyway.
Well, just about, I think. Half a yard. Chelsea playing the same offside game as Arsenal. The other one just about worked, because Arsenal's didn't.
John Terry had a habit of scoring goals on the cup run last season. How crucial the one he scored tonight proved to be. Certainly given Chelsea the start that they would have dreamed about.
Got a crucial one at Upton Park. Late winner for Chelsea. I just thought I'd bring that up there. You know.
I was waiting for you to mention it. Because when he got to the final, John Terry, he was sick and didn't play into the second half. Giovanni van der Bronckhorst. Parler well forward. Babayaro keeping an eye, but in no position to make a challenge. Might be now. Keown. Offside. Henry.
You see, sometimes as the ball's clipped in, that wind is swirling around. It's not ideal just to get your passes right, and then certainly now Chelsea being ahead, if they haven't got to throw men forward from the midfield. Jody Morris are playing on the left-hand side, tucking in quite close to Petit and Lampard to make quite a solid three, and leaving Gyönkya sort of wide on the right to be perhaps the attacking option.
Melchiot. Campbell. Petit. Zola was lurking behind the back four. Play by Lauren.
Well, that was their best passing movement to date. Just a little bit behind Lauren the last final ball, and they would be able to get a little toe in, but got to defend well now at the set-piece corner kick. Shaw van Bronckhorst curling it in towards the goal.
1-1 in corners. Keown forward, Campbell too. Too short. Easy for the Dane to clear. Jesper Grønkjær. I had a letter from someone the other day telling me that if Solskjaer is Solskjaer, why isn't Grønkjær Grønkjær? But in fact, it's Grønkjær, and that's from the player himself. I don't think the gentleman who wrote the letter realised they were Scandinavians, but from two different countries of Scandinavia. Free kick. Fouled by William Gallas. Taken early and well played by Jeffers, aware that Parlour was behind. Good play by Lampard, aware of the challenge coming in on the 18-yard line. And away goes the Dane, crosses too strong.
Well, that was typical Grønkjær. He's got electric pace. He goes past the fullback, looks up, and then delivery is poor.
Good strong challenge by Henri on Gallas. Great stop by Cudicini. Flung himself at the feet. Henri wanted a penalty. Parlour wanted a goal. Neither satisfied.
Well, Henri just riding the challenge, the shoulder challenge, kept on his feet, got then wrong-sided. Just then, as he takes his foot back, does Gallas catch him? That's what he was looking for. I think there was a bit of contact. I think it would have been a bold decision by Paul Durkin, though. He's shaking his head on Reed, but he just hesitated. Gallas tried to slide in. As he brought his leg back, I think he just caught him.
Probably no consolation to him. In fact, certainly isn't. But I don't think he'd have scored because Cudicini was absolutely blocking everything. Vieira, a little casual. Free kick. Hasselbank gets slowly to his feet. Are there more expressive eyes in the game than those of Jimmy Floyd? Just for the record, Lauren is currently marking John Terry. Petit and Zola. It's Petit, and England number one is just a touch surprised. It's a bad ball in. And Proud a little restive. Played by Babayaro. Morris. Zola. Oh dear. the tackle, which is going to bring the first booking. He was really quite late.
I think it's a great decision. You can see the ball into Zola actually wasn't the greatest, but his first touch was so good that he just toe-ended it away from the lunging tackle, and it had to be the yellow card. And now, well, similar position from where the cross came in, because it was a short corner before, so perhaps Arsenal won't be moving out as they were, and that's when their offside trap fell down.
Zola, who scored with a free kick in the league match at Stamford Bridge between these two, and tried to again curl, in fact, two runners, finished comfortably in the arms of David Seaman, as you saw. Vieira. Edu. Berg. Lauren. Gallas's header. Oh, Bar Seaman in the Chelsea half. Berg. Parlour way over on the near side as we look, is currently unmarked. The ball isn't going to come across.
Freddie Ljungberg, been out for a while now, just got to work to get that match fitness back really back. Just as you see, he tries to go outside, that little bit of acceleration just lacking. This is the ball from Gronkiar. The ball pushed up, and he's had to wait a long time and just threw himself forward to get the power, so he did well to keep it on the target. It's one of those, if he misses it, it looks a terrible miss, but he had to really focus, and timing was excellent.
His third goal of the season, perhaps the most important. Rakiot. Yeah. Break on the right side, Parlour. Jeffers in possession. Ari made the usual diagonal run. The ball not coming. Oh, that's beautifully done by Gronkiar. As you said, Trevor, it is the nature of a lot of wide players, it has to be said, at all levels, but that really was very disappointing for the second time. Parlour. Morris. Morris appealing, but the ball certainly hadn't gone out of play. Not that well. Arsenal are a little rattled, it seems to me.
I don't often concede a goal that early. Ray Parlour tried a couple of crosses. Got to say, Babayaro blocked them well, and the crowd a bit frustrated because they can see what he's trying to do, get the early ball in. Laurent usually is a better crosser than that one where he's overhit. They lack the natural width a little bit, of course, when Pires is sitting on the bench, and I'm sure if they can't get back into this game until early in the second half, they're still behind, then Mr. Pires will come off the bench.
Vieira, Jeffers and Babayaro. Oh, he looked for it, but he's getting it. He definitely looked for it. No attempt to try and get a shot on goal at all.
I don't think it could be a red card. I mean, they're shouting off, but he pushed him very wide. I think Cudicini hesitated. If you look at a replay, if it had come straight off the line, he'd have got there. Here he just waits. Look, he waits, touches it, and then there is a faint connection, but he's already toppling over.
A penalty, I've no doubt, that he wanted to make sure, but is Cudicini going to be sent off? Yellow. That's the right decision. That is the right decision. Well, maybe somebody sitting in the stand will tell him he hasn't applied the letter of the law, but he has applied common sense, in my opinion.
Well, he had to go wide of the keeper to get past him. By going wide, then one or two of the defenders would have got back towards goal. So I think it's definitely the right decision, yellow card. I'm pleased he's followed that one. I still think if you looked at the replay, Cudicini, if it had come early, he stopped and then he came again. He'd have got there before Jeffers.
Well, it's going to be Henry looking for goal number 26 this season, and a fourth successful penalty. But he doesn't get it! It's a great stop by Cudicini.
Well, he chooses one way to go, just stretches fully, just gets his hand to it. He'll feel justice is done, but it's a terrific save.
From the corner. Free kick is to Chelsea. Just as I'm sure there was a passing thought that having survived, as Arsenal did with Zola's shot, immediately from the corner, a goal came. But this time not so. But he really did make an excellent stop there. Movement of the feet, he's coming forward. Very strong right forearm.
It just pleased that it was just off the ground a bit. If it had been right along the ground, I don't think it'd have got to it. But just being off the ground, he was able to get a palm.
And I think that's a very fair point. Cudicini was sent off earlier in the season against Middlesbrough, but didn't serve a suspension after the panel had looked at it. So, you think possibly if a third situation happens, you won't get away with it. I just felt that Jeffers all the time was looking for that, and I have to say I find that very disappointing, because there was a clear chance of scoring a goal. Why look for the penalty? Campbell.
Oh, Reggie getting the ball away there. And I think if you're certainly an Arsenal fan, you begin to wonder, conceded a goal in the first couple of minutes, missed a penalty. Thierry Henry, cup games, you don't get second chances.
Strong play by Lampard, but he couldn't manage to pull it back. Save the corner by Van Bronckhorst. Campbell, he and Kieran very close to each other again. Jeff is back in defence.
Again, not a great ball from the back there. They're really pressing the back four of Arsenal. And Bronckhorst, Laurent, Keown and Campbell haven't looked comfortable because they've closed them down and they're hurried their passes forward, and that means Arsenal haven't kept the possession that they usually do.
With determination, Zola, Morris! Should have been better than that. Petit. Strong challenge between the two number 8s.
Oh, what a chance. Zola, a little bit of magic in the corner there, bundling his way past and then pulling a delightful ball back. And Jody Morris just tried to side foot it, pick his spot in the corner, didn't hit it well, knocked it into the ground, and it enabled Keown just to hook it clear. I don't think it was going in the goal anyway, but that was a decent chance. He turned away in disgust because he knows second goal at that stage would have been terrific for the visitors.
penetrating in the middle. Away by John Terry. Free kick against the Dane. Mash ranks break. Campbell can't get there. And the free kick is given. Chelsea hero at the moment. Another look at his penalty save, and you're right, it came up almost to meet the forearm, which was meeting the ball with great strength. But it's interesting, Trevor, you were just saying that if Jody Morris had scored 2 up, there was a match in the semi-final of 1950, which I'm sure Roy Bentley will remember if he's watching, when they were 2 up in 25 minutes. And Freddie Cox scored directly from a corner, and Dennis Compton supplied his brother Leslie for the equaliser, and eventually Arsenal came through in the replay. 1950, you might remember that bit better than 47. Parlour. Roy Bentley these days, just 2 years off his 80th and living in Reading as well. The person who remembers that match well, for the record, who gave me all the details, is our excellent statsman, Albert Searle. Jeffers getting a few boos from the Chelsea followers. Parlour, Edu, and Bronkhorst. Good passing movement here from Chelsea. Henry. Gronkier gets it away.
Yeah, Chelsea's working so hard. Harrison, even Gronkier knocking down for his defensive qualities, but they've just got something to cling on to. They're working and closing Arsenal down, making it difficult, frustrating them. And at present, certainly 28 minutes gone, everything I'm sure gone according to plan. Got the lead, and they're making it very difficult and frustrating for an Arsenal team who were playing Roma on Tuesday night. They didn't want this tougher game. It's a game they've got to win. They've only drawn the last couple against Valencia and Ajax, and at the moment they're getting frustrated here by Chelsea.
Problems which come from success. But Chelsea preserving their advantage, even if they were greatly helped by some extremely poor marking to the goal they scored in the 3rd minute. Engberg. Gallas. Arsenal ball. Engberg. Lauren. Parlour. Laviaro to meet him. Free kick. And again, Jody Morris remonstrating with the referee. Don't think the referee had any choice other than to get that free kick, and Morris does seem to me, Trevor, to be somewhat out of sorts.
Well, I don't think he likes playing out wide on the left, but you know, gets caught under both their feet. Look, he just lifts his leg to trip him up. Now, it is a foul. I don't think Paul Durkin was going to show him the yellow card until he started arguing with the decision, and then Paul Durkin thought, well, if you're going to get like that, I'll stick you in the book.
And he's quite right. Very different styles of the two bookings, or very different offences. And of course, the kick is taken forward for 10 yards. And Edu fancies a say in this. Referee making sure that it's not taken quickly.
Much tougher free kick to deal with.
Van Bronckhorst. Appeal for handball. Not given against Petit, I think. And rather more up than over, which I think was the goalkeeper's intention.
I think that was his shrug, wasn't it? I didn't quite mean to do that. Sorry, lads.
Away by Cherry. John Cherry having a stormy match at the back. Watched by the England manager. Edu. Lauren. Keown. Nobody really took control, then Gannis did. His clearance was an anywhere will do. Is pushed up in the air. There's a appeal for handball in front of the goalkeeper. And there from Petit, and he did seem to control it for a moment. Vieira and Ljungberg and Jeffers all appealing. You have to say he got away with that.
There was contact. Again, I think it would have been a bit of a harsh decision personally. I think both. I wouldn't have even given the first one actually when Jeffers went through, but still.
I suppose you might say, though, Trevor, that it did help Petit to clear the ball. It's a free kick that eventually came. Petit. Donkia. That's a better ball. Came off Keown.
How many twisted and I think it's done okay. His delivery hasn't been ideal, but he is a good outlet. He's got a lot of pace, and again he does come up with a devastating cross and even a goal himself.
Ori. Good header out by Gannis, and needed to be from Parlour. Zola. Free kick. Just pulled him back. Parlour. Quite a bit for Lauren to do, but he might just do it. Until he met Lampard. Morris. Keown with a quick look over his shoulder. And Campbell gaining very quickly on Hasselbank. Just lengthened his stride and muscled Hasselbank out of the way. Hasselbank, who's now had the grace to concede that he should never have started the final because he wasn't fit. Hasselbank. Ball was out of play for the goal kick.
Well, see, percentage means nothing. But I think at the moment, they've had possession. They've not created too many chances, other than the penalty. Cudicini hasn't had sort of too many direct saves.
Right on the edge of the box here, and he makes a save, and Gallas can't keep it off the line, and it's Jeffers who scores.
What a comedy of errors, isn't it? They should have got it away. Babayaro. I must say there was a suggestion of a penalty, but they bundled their way through, and then Babayaro should have got it away. Credit to Jeffers for following up. There it all starts. Sort of bundles their way through, and is he held off? Well, it doesn't matter. Freddie Ljungberg hits his shot, and then Babayaro just totally miskicks, and Jeffers pounce on it, and really Terry no chance on the line then.
Yeah, he had ample time to clear it, Babayaro, but there were errors in front of him all the way through, and Arsenal lead, and Jeffers scores for them to keep up his good recent sequence.
Just as I said, they haven't had many chances. They're going to get an equaliser soon.
His 6th goal of the season. So 3 minutes and 36 minutes, and both managers would feel that their defenders conceded the goal.
Well, Chelsea, I think, they'll be a bit frustrated because they'll know that they've done their game plan very well. They've got that lead, and then it was such a sloppy, soft goal. And Highbury's not the sort of place to give a goal to get the team back into it.
Just thinking it was an own goal, I guess, in the Premiership match, which launched Arsenal. That was a goal scored by a forward, but from Chelsea's point of view, was another own goal. He's away, Henry. It's just onside. Jeffers is up with him, and Henry hits the far post. Ljungberg couldn't get there. And it was Gallas who saved the day after the post had saved Chelsea. End-to-end stuff.
It's been a dramatic cut. Henry cannot believe. Gallas was looking along the line. He goes on Melchiot. Look, it's on Melchiot. I think he's just offside there. I've got to say, once he's allowed to go on, there's no way you're going to retrieve it. Just rebounded off the post then. I mean, he looked as if he'd done everything right. John Terry on the floor, so he can't get back to it. And you think, who's going to get the toe into the rebound? Unfortunately, it was a Chelsea defender.
What was this man? Gallas. And Ronghorst. Terry on the line for both of those situations, could do nothing about the mistake by Babayaro. Lokia. So we're waiting for a cross. And Ronghorst given plenty of time. Terry. Vieira. Tyler. Lauren. Very different atmosphere now at Highbury. Home crowd with decidedly worried, but it would seem no more. Edu.
Chelsea just to dig in and make sure that they don't concede another one and get in at half-time at 1-1, I think.
Oh, it's close. Ray Parlour, just enough to add to the growing concerns.
Comes off his back, I think. Look, it just turns around and just on the back, didn't hit his head, and Cudicini all knows comfortable it was going wide.
Got a slight curve in the curls, perhaps. Lauren. Ari. Hasselbank. Chelsea throw. Just not enough pace on the ball from the Italian today. The threat has certainly come from that side for Chelsea. Yeah, just got the back leg. Uncomfortable clearance for Campbell. Played by Lampard. Zola. Hit Keown. This is Morris. It really isn't his day so far. Ori. Tried to dwell a bit too long. Thought he was fouled. And it's Hasselbank from Zola. Corner.
To be fair to Bud Cam, a great ball from Zola just before that. The ricochet to Jody Morris, if he was a natural left footer, would have been ideal, but he slipped as he went to turn it onto his right foot. As you say, he's not happy playing on this left-hand side, but remember a season or two ago where Hasselbank might have got his shot in, I think, in that position.
The taker. Oh, it's always a bit of a crime not to clear the first man. Van Berg, Parlour, Jeffers in the middle and around the penalty spot. Room for the cross. Vieira. Second chance. Very clever. So that area of the field, though, is questionable. Chelsea ball. He handed the ball by the Arsenal manager, who was his manager. And into the stoppage time. Zola. Lauren. Ori. Forward for Jeffers. Terry is there.
Well, not that time, but we've got the vital equaliser. I think probably 1-1's about right now. Chelsea started had the better chance, he got ahead, and then you look at the penalty and then the Jeffers goal, the one off the post. Arsenal have done enough in the last 15-20 minutes to get it all square, but certainly without being a flowing cup tie, it's been an exciting one.
The flag stays down again. And Henry is going to score. The holders in the lead at 2-1. Chelsea are looking at the official on this side in some disbelief.
Well, they're looking for the offside. I mean, his pace is so amazing. When the ball is played, he's definitely onside. I mean, Gallas makes the dreadful error of stepping up. He's comfortably on. Look, he gets past the keeper and instinctively he knows I've just got to roll it. He doesn't have to blast it, just trickles it towards the goal. Cudicini, conscious he's already had one clash, can't afford to make any body contact, misses the ball completely. And that pace again, Henry conjures up a goal. What a time to do it.
And right on the stroke of half-time. Arsenal taking control, their supporters would feel, after Chelsea had begun so well and scored so early in the 3rd minute. Jeffers in the 36th and Henry in the 47th. And Cudicini having saved a penalty to add to the drama of a very interesting and good first half.
Now, where do we start with that? We start with that.
Well, that was my line. Where exactly do you start? I mean, it's incredible. What's best about the English game, you've got a cup tie where both teams are 100% committed. You've got sprinklings of classic play, quality that you'll never believe, 18 debatable penalty decisions. Then you've got two sides that are insistent at trying to play offside. And then you've got Thierry Henry, who not only has he scored a magnificent goal there, but when it's played into his feet, it's not football, this is art, you know, and I don't like art, but I like this. I like, honestly, I've played with Dalglish, who was the best ever into his feet, and Mark Hughes was brilliant, but Henry makes it so simple.
It makes it look...
He does it at pace that is unbelievable, and it looks like he's flying when he's running. It's just incredible, and this last goal he just scored it's just, I mean, you can't really say anything about it. You have to watch it.
Breathtaking, really.
It is, yeah.
You said they're the best about the English game, but not that many Englishmen have to say.
English game, yeah. I mean, the quality has come from the foreigners, but there's nothing new in that. I mean, when you talk about first touch and technical ability,
some of the world's best players.
It's the foreigners we're talking about.
Well, you said, I remember before the game, that it's a tricky pitch, skiddy pitch, bad for defenders, but we had to wait, what, at least till the 2nd minute for an example of that.
2nd minute, and I think it's Martin Keown that finds the pitch difficult. He slips. Zola's in, he's through. I think Lauren does
really well, yeah. Because
so much pace to get back.
As does David Seaman.
Yeah, good save from the keeper.
Yeah, Lauren does really well to help his goalkeeper because he narrows the angle down, and David Seaman stands up and makes a good save. But that was all in vain.
But it led to the goal.
It's all in vain because
You
I mean, it looked like Arsenal wasn't switched on for the first 10 minutes.
But you talk about playing offside, they tried to clear the box. You watch Lundberg right at the back there. He's not out quick enough, and they pay for it.
The thing about, you know, playing offside like that, if you are pushing out on any situation, you have to put pressure on the ball. And the time that Jesper Grønkjær had on the ball when he crossed the ball, you can't allow that and then push up at the same time.
But also, when you're clearing your lines, you've got to make sure that everybody's out. You've got to come out on a line. I mean, there's so many teams that we tried at Liverpool one year to try and push out when they're having set plays against us. And you have to have a code word, and somebody's got to shout it.
Code word.
It's a code word, yeah. We couldn't make up a code word. we couldn't make up the code word.
And then footballers couldn't think of
and then when we eventually got the code word, we tried it. The first time we tried it, there was 9 have run it and 1 is left 20 yards behind us. Yeah. And that's what's happening here. They're not. If you're pushing out.
What was the code word? I'm just interested. Can you remember?
Something bizarre like let's get out.
And play
Let's
offside.
go, let's go and play
Giveaway.
offside, yeah. But that's what they're trying to do. I mean,
Yeah.
even more so Chelsea. Gallas has run it. And when you're playing against out-and-out pace that Henry's got as well, it's suicidal
and
to keep coming up.
especially with the new interference
Yeah.
rules, it makes a big difference, doesn't
Exactly, of course it does.
it? Okay. Well, Arsenal came back very well, as you would expect from a double-winning side, and the goal you could see come in, they missed a penalty, and then...
You could see it coming. They were getting on top, they were starting to play, they were starting to pass, they were starting to move well. They had one or two chances. Played into Henry's feet here. I think it's Ljungberg gets... I think it's Edu that's brought down. Ljungberg goes on, and then Babayaro comes in, and that is just so bad defending. It's untrue. You can't blame the pitch for that.
Yeah, but that's
And then
a left back trying to kick.
Kick it with his right foot.
Yeah, kick with his right foot. But this is where Arsenal are really, really good. Everything is done technical, high quality, and at pace, and the clearance there. It's
And see what happens is that Arsenal are back in the game. You've got renewed confidence. It's such a diabolical
At this time,
mistake.
they've survived-
You've got to feel sorry for them.
yeah, they've survived a penalty at this stage in the game, and I mean it is poor defending, and that it's not the way that they should have put Arsenal back into the game. They should have made Arsenal work a lot harder to get that goal. I mean, they missed the biggest chance you can get in football, and that was just.
And the goal scorer, you've got to give him a bit of credit for following in.
Yeah,
You know, he's taking a chance.
They're the sort of goals, perhaps the one weakness you would say in Thierry Henry's game. They're not the sort of goals
Don't give us he's got a weakness.
I'm nitpicking.
But that's very much
now.
Jeffers'
A
game, isn't
weakness.
it? I mean, this is what he is. He's there to have a sniff at everything, and he will score
He's not
goals
a goal
like that.
poacher, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not calling that a weakness. Yes, I was. But there was no weakness in his goal. So what a magnificent turn.
I don't think we should even try and analyse it. It's that good. It's just, but you watch Gallas here, tries to play offside against the pace, and what was this? Is this a pirouette or what is it called? I think Barry will go.
That is just-
Barry's good.
Barry does
That
a
is one of the
nice
best
change.
goals I've ever seen in terms of imagination and control. You see the control here. I mean, it's a probably not a bad pass, but it's not the best part of the world. But what he's doing, the imagination, the technique, and it's just truly amazing.
But they have pushed out. And you know, if Gallas
Look at
doesn't
his-
try and play offside there, it makes it more difficult for Henry. But you know, the touch is great, the finish is great, the turn is great. Just awesome. But he has got that little weakness in his game.
Yeah,
That he's not.
he does miss the odd penalty.
But
But was it a penalty?
No,
That's the question.
definitely not a
Was
penalty.
it a dive from Jeffers? We've seen it earlier this season.
he dives.
Yeah.
He dives again. I think when it comes through to him, I mean, it's good Arsenal control in the middle of the park again. Vieira does exceptionally well. He's come forward, he's cleaned through.
Great pass.
The keeper should, Trevor made the point, the keeper should be out, but
Yeah.
he's gone back. And I think, if you see it from another angle that's coming up, that he dives before Kudachini gets them.
I find that really, really tasteless. That
Scandalous.
If you get the chance, yeah, you try to finish it. But I mean, here, look at this. The keeper is doing really well. I thought the goalkeeper should have been out on the initial ball and got it. But hold on, I thought he should have gone out and got the ball. But he's doing really well not to touch him there.
Great save, Peter. You didn't
Well,
know this one.
I mean, that is a fantastic save, strong hand. But it's justice been done. And you have that feeling, you know, once he saved it, that it probably wasn't a penalty, and it wasn't. It's a fantastic save, that.
Fantastic.
What I don't understand about the Jeffers thing is that he appears to have got a nice touch past the goalkeeper. Stay on your feet, knock it in. It's
He's
not like the
looking-
usual one where you've had a heavy one.
I
and you
think
"Oh."
it was a bit of a heavy touch. It was going well wide, and I think
don't
the
think it was.
goalkeeper realised that as well, and he pulled his arm back in.
Yeah.
I don't think it was going
I
that way.
find that-
I think if he goes round the keeper, he puts it in the back of the net. I think that as soon as he hit it past the keeper,
He'd made his
he
mind
was
up.
always going to go down.
Yeah. Okay,
There's no part in football for any sort of that.
One or two other penalty appeals we can have a look at. I think we've got 3 coming up. This was Henry.
Well, this is quick against quick. This is Henry against Gallas. Gallas is really quick as well as Henry. Henry's just got the edge. Little bit of strength there, fobs him off, comes in goal. Gallas gets up. Now the question is not, does Kudachini get the ball here, or the question is, does Gallas make the challenge and then Pierre Henry? Yes, he does. That is a stonewall penalty kick.
Yeah, but we've got the benefit of the slow motion there, and that happens in a
Tough
split
one to
second.
get.
Look from this angle.
Yeah, I know, but we still have the slow motion. But what the referee is seeing, he's seeing the goalkeeper coming out and actually clearing the ball, and that's probably why he didn't give the penalty.
But it's a
I agree.
penalty.
I agree.
It's a penalty kick.
I agree.
Yeah.
There's a touch, but the referee wasn't in a position to see
The fact the
that.
keeper got it is irrelevant.
Irrelevant. Totally irrelevant.
Okay. Well, this was Petit handball, possibly.
I think it just comes up.
I
It's
think
a-
this is a penalty. He really benefited from handling the ball there.
Oh,
He takes it, and he.
I think
clears
that
it.
would have been harsh.
I don't know, he's handling the ball in the box. And you get... It's,
I think it just comes up and hits him.
there you go. Great
Yeah,
benefit. Oh, it's great
he's-
benefit of it.
I don't think
It's-
that's...
I don't think so. I think this is a penalty coming up.
Yeah, at the other end. This was Van Bronckhorst. We thought we spotted a little hand
Yeah.
go up.
This is amazing that this wasn't given. There you go.
Yeah. Ooh, I think this Vieira goes for the initial challenge from the long throw. And here we are. 16 through the goal. Definite
Yeah.
touch, definite penalty kick.
Definite penalty as well, yeah.
Shows you how difficult a referee's job is, doesn't it? I
I-
mean, you're disagreeing in here, so...
Yeah.
I think he's done a fairly good job, the referee, because the game has been so fast
Yeah.
and furious, and no quarter given, the tackle's been going flying in. The referees had a good game. It's a surprise that we've seen so much quality in this match.
Bit more quality. That man Thierry Henry again, Peter, went through, hit the post.
Yeah, again, you see...
Yeah, Gallus
see
again. Gallus again
Gallus
trying to play
playing up,
offside.
but-
Unbelievable.
his pace, and this is his favourite angle. This is where he really scores a lot of goals from. He comes in there and he always puts it towards that post. You know he's going to do that.
He's
His time
weak.
is on
He's-
Liggy.
that's his
I
weakness.
know. I mean, he was probably
Doesn't score enough goals.
probably
I
in
don't like it.
Gary's
You're always going
opinion
on
too
about
close to goal
weaknesses.
there. But he's just and again he's shown such great strength of character in this game because he misses the penalty, misses the chance to put his team back in the game, and he carries on. And he's had more than those chances that we've seen there, and he scored
He
a
should have
fantastic
followed it
goal.
up and knocked it in from the 6-yard box.
The biggest surprise in this match, and there's been lots of them, is that Chelsea are trying to play offside against Henry.
Yeah.
It is suicidal.
Yeah, OK. Enough said. Now, more sixth-round FA Cup action for you tomorrow. We'll be at Vicarage Road for... Well, we look forward to that, and we certainly look forward to the second half here. If you've just walked in, you've missed an extravaganza of football in the first half. It's Arsenal 2, Chelsea 1, and it's been breathtaking, man.
It's been absolutely fantastic, and the problems now all lie with Chelsea and what do they do in the second half, because obviously they've got to push forward and try and retrieve the match, but we've seen it time and time again. If they start pushing forward, you know, they could be in the end behind here. Arsenal could annihilate them. They've got so much pace and Henry in that sort of form. Substitutes, they could bring Good Johnson on. I think they'll probably play it the same way for the first sort of 15, 20 minutes. And Ranieri will be saying, just keep playing the way you're playing, but try and defend a bit better. Maybe defend a bit deeper against the pace of Henry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tough
It's
one.
been you know, a suicidal tactic to play that high up against, especially Henry. But having said that, Arsenal are 2-1 up, but Chelsea has had their chances. They've had their opportunities.
Well, that's the
We've
thing.
had one or two situations from Jesper Grønkjær coming with his pace, breaking loose on the right-hand side. It's come to nothing with a better pass. So if they keep doing that, at least for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then maybe thinking about changing, put Good Johnson on.
Well, they need a similar sort of start to what they got in the first half.
If they can get a quick start and a couple of chances, as I say, renewed confidence, but this Arsenal side are playing in the last sort of 15, 20 minutes of the first half with so much confidence and so much pace, it's untrue. And it's so difficult to play against.
Just hearing they're bringing on Zenden and Zola's coming off, so...
Well, he's been pretty quiet. I mean, he had the chance after about 2 minutes, but after that, you know, you could never say he was influential in the match. Zenden is a good
Give them a bit of width on the left-hand side, because they've not had an attack at all through the left-hand side all through the game.
If we get the same as the first half, you're looking at about 6-5.
That'd be nice.
We'll settle for that. Anyway, let's rejoin Trevor Brooking and Barry Davies.
Well, they got a nice view from there, and they won't be too worried if it rains. But a lot of interesting points to talk about. not least the suicide tactics. And what about the entrance of this man, Trevor? Overdine Zenden in place of Gianfranco Zola.
Well, whether Zola's got a little knock. He had a knock recently that kept him out for a little while. Johnson was the obvious replacement. Interested to see exactly where Zenden plays. I mean, he can play through the middle. He can play on the left or the right. So we'll see tactically. Jody Morris, you know, naturally is one who hadn't looked at home on the left-hand side. So whether they're going to sort of play a tight three in centre midfield, two wide people, and then Hasselbank through the middle by himself. But at some stage, Johnson will have to come on if it stays 2-1.
Well, he's got to learn a bit more about his team, whether they can come from behind against the best team currently in the country, who showed why after starting so slowly.
Just noticed Mario Melkip hadn't come out, and so they were one short, so had to wait for him to jog out. Got locked in the cloakroom, and looks as if Zenden's on the right, Barry Kroenke on the left.
A lot of people have felt that Chelsea this season are better than previously, more consistent. Actually 2 points adrift of their tally last season in the Premiership. Beating the top sides has been a problem, no greater than this evening. They start the second as they started the first. With passes like that from Lampard to Zenden, but a bit unlucky perhaps. Oh, yes, the word, chaps, is pirouette. But the beauty of it is that he's so beautifully balanced, along with his speed.
A great turn. I think the problem was here as he turned, he thought he was passing to himself and knocked it into space. Forgetting it was Freddie who had to got on the end of it, but his balance, he's playing certainly at this stage as well as any stage in his career.
I would have thought it's one of Arsene Wenger's greatest achievements, because he used to be a winger when we first saw him in the French international side. You know, he was doing a few things like the Dane we've seen this evening, and he converted him into a striker down the middle, and with what returns for both team and individual. Melchiot. Zenden. Big opportunity for him to prove that he was a good purchase. Voice of Pat Rice you can hear. Hasselbank. Very quiet first half. Lacking the pace of old, or the sharpness. Accidental trip by Zenden. The free kick given.
Well, Hasselbank as well is going to have to rely on Jody Morris and Frank Lampard to join from that three in the centre of midfield. You've got Petit just sitting in front of the back four, Zenden wide on the right and Kroenke wide on the left. But if Morris and Lampard don't join and make the second man, Hasselbank's going to feel pretty isolated, and I'm not sure the tactical change will then bring them the second goal they need.
Bronkhorst. Edu. Ljungberg. Jeffers. Oh, he was pretty wide and far out. Ray Parlour. It wasn't a bad strike.
Yeah, we just underweighted the pass from Jeffers, and he couldn't really do anything, so he thought, well, I'll just take a chance and hit it. Just didn't hit it cleanly enough.
Can't all be as good as in the final, can they? Gallus. Got a few problems this evening. Terry. Here's Ljungberg. Just enough to Gallus.
As you say, terrific ball from Henry into his stride. Freddie Ljungberg just working his way back to match fitness. Can't quite scamper away from defenders yet, but he's making those sort of runs that we've seen so often in the past.
Lampard. Nice change of direction. Baviaro had to do a bit of apologising during the half-time window. Petit. Melchiot. Banquier. And again, all back by Henry. Ah, Henry. Terry. That's the bank from Van Bronckhorst. Left his man on the right, who was Melchiot. Well, they have to carry the fight, Trevor, don't they? But they must be well aware that to concede again would definitely be good night, Highbury.
Yeah, it's a balance between the two. I think Good Johnson is one that you would want to give half an hour to, at least. So the change of system with Hasselbank up by himself and the two wide men, Gronkier and Zender, trying to get out the two fullbacks, Laurent and Van Bronckhorst, who would probably prefer going forward than to defend. And so rather than go at Keown and Campbell, who are so strong, they've thought about going outside down the flanks. But at the moment, they're not quite really giving them the early delivery. They're getting it in too deep situations, and Zender knocking the ball in there. You want him being the forward man, getting one-on-one with Van Bronckhorst.
Henry. Gallus. Zender. Petit. Look how hard Arsenal are working. Making Chelsea work equally hard just to get anything going. Baviaro. Petit. Again, the space on the near side as we look. This time it's used. Melchiot. Quickly Henry gets goal side. Hasselbank. Zender. Still Hasselbank. And the free kick has been given. Terry moving forward. Quite so a huge challenge eventually brought the free kick, but Mr. Durkin had no doubts about it. Six Chelsea players threatening, but not to a ball in like that. Oh dear. Parler. Away goes Henry. It's too long this time. Petit. Melchiot. Played by Campbell. Baviaro. Gronkier. Petit. That was well won. Hasselbank! Good save, David Seaman. He was quick to meet him.
Well, that was a chance, wasn't it? Well saved, David Seaman. Petit, terrific interception. Wins it on the edge of the penalty area there from Edu, and Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank tries to pick his spot. I mean, I think Seaman did very well because he got out very quick, so when he hit the shot, he actually then is in a good position to block it, and that one was never going to trouble him. But there he is, he stands up. Normally, though, Hasselbank would tuck those away. That's a big, big chance.
Looking immediately to support. Slight delay by Parla. That was a bit costly for Laurent, but it's an Arsenal throw.
It's like a free kick, is it?
It is indeed. 4, 5, 6, 7 Arsenal players in attacking positions. And it was Edu who got nearest, and he was just beaten to it. It's a corner.
Well, this is the ball I thought Cudicini should have come for. Look, he starts to come back, pedals right in the 6-yard back. It's a good head away by Lampard.
Kieran has made a run to the edge of the 6-yard area. And I think Thierry Henry has helped not only his team, but to slightly undermine Cudicini's confidence with things that happened involving the two of them. It was around the goalkeeper that Henry turned. Usually comes for the ball. His first movement, Cudicini's did, he always forward. Lampard. Morris, a bit too obvious. Melchiot. Switch of wings, Gonquier this side and Zenden the far. Melchiot just behind Gonquier.
I think he did well first half on the right-hand side, so Zenden can play on the left, so I didn't see any point in swapping him over. He might as well keep troubling Van Bronckhorst with his pace.
Petit seems to be the driving force. Try to pull Chelsea back. Petit again. Loses out to Edu. Henry, good run. Left to right by Ljungberg. Comes in the end to Edu. Ooh.
Slightly weaker right side, isn't it? And Jeff has just scuffed it a bit, but certainly a good little spell from Chelsea of pressure. And Arsenal just got to get them stretched the other end.
Henry. Edu. Bronckhorst offering the width. Edu. Campbell. Intended for Jeffers. This one's intended for Hasselbank. Keown, who'd stayed back, and Campbell went forward. Hasselbank. Well, 2 opportunities in the half. Second one not as good as the first. But a disappointing finish.
Well, you have to bide your time as a striker, and to get a really good through ball, Keown's got a knock there. Just but a good through ball, early one from Jody Morris. 1-on-1, that's what you want against Keown. Backpedaling into his penalty area, so he's wary of making the challenge. Coming on the left foot, and then slice it horribly wide.
pitch, almost letting down Van Bronckhorst. Petit. Melchiot. Campbell. Looking to lead a counter from the rear. Coming to the yard. Where is the man for Chelsea to deny the man of Arsenal? Gomberg. Jeffers. Terry. Zenden. Edu. On Van Gronkia. Lauren. Flag was up anyway for offside against Jeffers. Hasselbank. Gronkia. Hasselbank and Zenden in the middle. Morris. Babayaro. Well, that was on his favourite side.
A bit like his clearance. Bad cross as well from Jody Morris. I thought it was a terrific little reverse ball by Gronkia. Look at Henry here.
Wonderful. Jeffers. Ljungberg wanted it, didn't get it. Petit stopped him. A bit of a forearm from Jeffers, but not with too great an intent, but he did catch him. And the free kick was rightly given. There. I mean, that's a foul, there's no question. Every time he gets the ball, crowd are on their toes, and he's always in that position.
I wonder who his running partner is at Arsenal. I certainly dread to think being paired with him in a running session.
Here's Pires, another artist of a different style. Of course, was missing from the final last year. He doesn't have a winner's medal. Although Pires, that's nicely played. Two to find the fullback. Well played, Gronkia. Fighting well for the cause, the Dane.
Lundberg just coming back from injury might be the man to make way. He came off last week against Charlton.
Jeffers on the 6-yard line. Vieira coming off the line itself. It was Melchiot who got it away. And then Terry. Edu. Ori. Two against two here for a moment. Keown making jolly sure he got the ball. Yeah. How hard is this fellow working against his old side, to whom he had to concede second best, and his expression at Cardiff last May summed up Chelsea's feelings in defeat. And the two substitutes to come on. Just another couple of French internationals. Jeffers goes off, having scored one, but unfortunately adding to the worst side of his reputation, which he doesn't need. And his manager can get rid of for him. And Ljungberg is the other one to be replaced. Robert Pires and Sylvain Wiltord.
Great respect to Jeffers and Ljungberg. I mean, that's strengthened the team, bringing on Wiltord and Pires now.
Zenden, covered by Edu.
I mean, Pires will play on the left, and where Ljungberg was playing, and Wiltord through the middle with Henry.
Petit to the near post. Melchiot on the far. Suddenly out by the Arsenal captain. Melchiot. Stolen beautifully by Henry. And the charge from one end to the other. Gronkier trying to repair the damage. Is up alongside him now. And succeeds. Credit to him.
Well, one of the few players who could have caught him, perhaps. But Henry just showing you can be a great player in attack, but it doesn't stop you chasing and tackling back, and his all-round game today has been a delight.
Vieira around the penalty spot. Pires just to his left. This is Van Bronckhorst. Uncomfortably away by Petit. For different reasons for a second time. Casualness of Henry then just walking to just a little jog.
Could call it arrogance as well. Why not?
Very narrow line between confidence and arrogance. Wiltord can come inside. He's got a shooting chance, didn't? But 9 goals in 16 FA Cup ties for Sylvain Wiltord.
Demoralising, 2-1 down in the cup, and you see Wiltord and Pires come on just to step it up again. Now it's important, Chelsea, 25 minutes to go. They cannot concede a third. They're just on the rack a little bit at the moment.
Keown up in the 6-yard area. Vieira moving to join him. Edu coming across. And it's blocked by the goalkeeper's feet. How much he knew, I don't know.
Didn't know anything at all, I can assure you. It just cleared everyone at the near post and it hit him. And that was a bit of luck that you need. Look, just clears him. Where's that? Just a late reaction. Could have rebounded to anyone, but it hung in the air and Vieira then couldn't get the pound.
Lost to them in 2 semi-finals. They've lost to them in the 6th round and the 5th round and in the final of Chelsea to Arsenal. Can they somehow alter the course of the contest? Arsenal looking very good value for their 2-1 advantage. On the left, Henry down the middle, Parlour on the far side. This is Wiltord. Yeah, there's no relief with one man up. Wiltord.
Well, you just said it with one man up. I keep looking at the bet. They've had their sort of subs warming up. I mean, Lucas, but Good Johnson is the one I just feel with just over 20 minutes to go. They've got to throw him in.
Morris. Hesitation from Gallas, who's not had one of his better nights. This is Vieira, this is Pires.
All right, bad finish, but you just got to watch the running off the ball for that movement. Right, look at Pires, just runs, gives him a perfect channel just to slide it through 10 yards, and in the end, all right, the finish was bad. But unless you got players moving like that, the person with the ball hasn't got passing options, and Pires ran 40 yards to give him that simple ball from Vieira.
Really is entertaining Arsenal. different from the old chant. One by Petit. Gonquier. Plenty forward here. Tall ball in. Petit doing the work of three players. Arsenal so quick on the break, so many options for the man in possession. Henry staying cool on this near side and then suddenly moving in.
Offside flag went up for Perez. As you say, the movement is at the moment terrific, and Chelsea look as if they're a man short, and Henry just getting in front of Melchiot, who's just behind him though, and initially then the shot was blocked and Perez had worked into that certainly offside position, but well, a third looks inevitable unless Chelsea can somehow stem the tide.
5 minutes, right?
Henry at that moment, Trevor, was standing idly by, wasn't he? And suddenly that quick dart, and there's a huge threat right in front of the goal. Gonquier. Now, is this a possibility for Chelsea? He's got 4 runners. He needs a good ball in. Didn't come quickly enough or well enough. Petit, if anybody's going to save Chelsea, it's going to be Manu Petit. And here's another counter. Parla. Perez. Slightly slow down. It's a foul by Gallas. And Perez felt that. But fortunately not too much.
Like we got a double substitution at long last for Chelsea. They're going to come on. Luca and Johnson, and I think you had to bring them on. So at least they've got, what, 19 minutes or so?
Michael Johnson. It's Petit. He comes off. And numerically is replaced by Gudjonsson, who played in the final. And Gonquier comes off to be replaced by Enrique De Lucas.
I think he's unlucky.
I'm surprised at both substitutions, I have to say.
I thought Jody Morris with a sub,
Sure.
you know, with a sort of card already, yellow card, might have been the one of the two to come off. But well, let's see if they. Certainly, Good Johnson, I think, can be a great player. Let's see if he can get into the game early.
To say Petit is the last player I would have taken off. I'm not the boss. And Bronkhorst to take the free kick. And Vieira looking for it, but Tulloch. Well, he's the man who makes the decisions. And he's, I have to say, made 3 that I don't quite understand in his changes this evening. Chelsea, you've got a call. Proof of the pudding in the eating. If they can get a draw and take Arsenal back to Stamford Bridge, it will be clear that he's right. Managers always get credit for the substitutions, never for the fact that a player wasn't picked in the first place. Gallas is up in front of the goalkeeper. Terry hoping, but not with too much chance. Mr. Lucas, who of course hasn't played in the final for Chelsea. Gallas. Absolutely launched by Keown. Zenden. Another spell from Chelsea of possession, but what can they do with it? Free kick is given. Van Bronckhorst says that he got the ball. Mr. Durkin, who's had another good match, I'm tempted to say about him. He always tries to let the play go. Does Hasselbank fancy a strike or descendant? Melchiot joining the front players in the box. Terry at the back. In he comes now, Terry, but it was in front of him, Gallas, who got the head.
That should be 2-2. I was just thinking to myself, why is Hasselbank taking it? It should be in there. And suddenly clips a great ball in. It's a free header. I mean, he's unmarked, and he's only got to head it down. And, you know, that really should be 2-2. Look at this. Unmarked, and just doesn't get over it.
They've had chances in the second half, Chelsea.
Yeah, Hasselbank was the other clear one, wasn't it?
Ari. Ooh, snooker player would be happy with that, Kush. Terry. Still John Terry. To Lucas. Gudjonsson. That's well used. Baviara. To Lucas. This is a good attack by Chelsea. Morris has made the forward run. Maybe should have come earlier from Hasselbank.
Also, I think the introduction of the second striker could have come earlier, because they've certainly got much better forward options, and you can see that in their flying football as they're starting to go forward the last few minutes.
Johnson comes away from the 6-yard area. And wins the ball. And couldn't use it. Now Henri Pires has started to make the run forward of him. Somebody shouts, lovely ball. As so often are. Dallas. Morris. Gudjonsson. Well, seeing by Seaman. Doesn't though look as sharp. The opportunities come his way. It's not sort of seizing with flashing eyes as he has done in the past. Another Arsenal substitution. And Henri has done enough for one evening. And Kolo Touré comes on in his stead.
Just put Pires further forward, half and half, Phil, almost up by himself. Touré comes into this left side of midfield. They're certainly going to try and sit and hold on to the lead.
And certainly a substitution with Roma in mind. They come here in the Champions League on Tuesday. Free kick is to Arsenal. Had the full quota of substitutes. It's Lauren who's got the nut. And away with an elbow ball then, Terry. And then in the follow-up, Lauren caught by Hasselbank.
Not sure how he can appeal that. I don't think that was a foul there. The old wide-eyed look came out.
Has to go off. And in fact needs some treatment. Still off. Terry. the ball swirling in the wind when he stood up. Hasselbank, Gudjonsson. Here's Melchiot. Chelsea supporters in the main at the clock end. Testing, but nobody making a run on the near post.
And I think a little looks as if Chelsea are starting to really push forward. There will be a little bit of anxiety, perhaps in these last 10 minutes for the home side, but usually they're pretty good at absorbing pressure.
Played by Gallas. Vieira. Slightly more acute clearance by his goalkeeper than perhaps was wanted. Hasselbank, break on left side. Gudjonsson. Lucas had made a good run to the right. Wasn't seen. Pires.
Time!
Lauren. Not the best finish by Toure.
Terrific little move again. Kolo Toure plays in a variety of positions. I've seen him all over the pitch. Useful additional squad player, really. I think right back, right midfield, up front even, and now he is on the left-hand side. Didn't quite get over that shot though, did he? And doesn't
Under
look
10
totally
minutes.
convinced, does he, Arsene Wenger then?
As Gary Lineker said at the start, no club has won the double 2 years running. Curiously, in the 10 years of the Premiership, double has been achieved 5 times, and it was only achieved 5 times in 104 years before then. But 9 teams in the past have come close to doing the double-double, but none have succeeded. Morris. Melchiot. Gudjonsson. Not sure what Zenden was doing, or what he was hoping for. He's never going to get it. Gallas. Toure. Wiltord. That's well played by Lampard. DeLucas. Gudjonsson wants the diagonal ball in. Hasselbank! Campbell who came to him.
Well, Campbell annoyed because DeLucas broke on this right-hand side. Gudjonsson was in a great position, but they found Hasselbank, and again, he got a clip on the way that got the corner, but I think the shot was being dragged wide.
Melchiot, loose in front, and it's in! And Lampard has tied it at 2-2. Just look at the delight of both players and Chelsea supporters. We are under 7 minutes away from a replay. There's a flick on by Melchiot. Touched by Gallas. Lampard.
It was just a rebound, but was it Sol Campbell who kicked it against him? Let's see on the clearance. Just breaks. Just bundles its way through a sea of legs, doesn't it? But I mean, it's not the prettiest of goals. But from Chelsea's point of view, he gets the initial touch, Frank Lampard. He gets stuck under loads of people's feet. And then, yes, Sol Campbell has a slight swing. And Frank Lampard goes into the tackle and almost shins it into the net. Not that he'll worry about it.
Well, in the quality match, the goals haven't quite matched the quality of the play, but they're effective.
Suddenly the ploy of hanging on to the 2-1 lead and soaking up the pressure hasn't worked, and you'd like to bring Henry back for another 5 minutes now.
His expression doesn't change. There's always that sort of slightly worried look. But it's his opposite number who will be more concerned now. An extra match which they didn't want, a match which they thought had been won. Might still be. This is Vieira trying to find Wiltord. Covered Gallas. The flag was up anyway against Wiltord.
Yeah, doesn't look happy, does it? Frustrated. The side had a good spell, I thought, first 15-20 minutes of the second half. He's shaking his head. They didn't get the third goal. Then they thought they were going to sit back on the 2-1. I've got to say, we thought the substitutions for Chelsea were a bit late, but Mr. Ranieri knew the timing was right.
Well, certainly bringing on the extra striker. Nobody queried that one. It's just a question of who he took off. Covered by Gallas. This is Melchiot. Terry. Vieira. And again, De Lucas with him. Free kick has been given. Keown forward, Edu forward, Campbell forward in that order. Joining the posse on the far post. Bronkhorst to take. Defended well. Babayaro must be the player who's feeling the best of the Chelsea team. But this is Pires, he's got to get back to challenge him. It's going to go all the way to Seaman. Pires. Good block by Terry to deny Ray Parlour, but this is Vieira. Good Johnson and Campbell. And the ball beats them both. Van Bronckhorst. Laviaro gets a good header. Zender. Wiltord. Here's Touré, good challenge, Melchiot. Vieira, beautifully off the instep. Keown. Parlour. Chased by Zender, who's giving him the room to make the cross. Pires, well played.
Just again, just not able to pull it far enough back. Two near post crosses Kudacini's taken, and well, Chelsea, well, they had the couple of chances, didn't they? The Hasselbank one feet, then Gallas header over the top, and then they got that scrambly equaliser. Now, well, they've certainly got at least another couple of weeks, looks like, in the competition, because with Champions League football, I think the replay is going to have to wait till later in the month.
Yes, if there is a replay, it's on the 25th of the month. And this long-running saga between these two sides in the FA Cup, it'll be the 6th. Not a chance. Very interesting. Keogh just looked, got up, and made nothing of it at all. That's Kudicini's. Minutes of stoppage time will be added when we reach 90. Just there was Melchiot. Oh, yeah, it's a terrible clearance. He got away with it. Parla.
Had an exciting day, Kudicini, hasn't he? A complete mixture.
I think he's a very good goalkeeper, but he's had moments this evening which haven't been of his usual high quality. On the other hand, his penalty save was absolutely brilliant. Free kick given against Keogh, and I'm not convinced that Gudjohnsen made a genuine jump for that, and Keogh got caught. This represented. At the end of the first 3 minutes of the stoppage time. Can't believe that the throw was to Arsenal. Immediately dropped the ball like a hot coal. Sol Campbell. No option for Lucas, but it got a touch and it's a goal kick.
Vital touch as well, because that would have been a nasty corner to have to defend, but I think Chelsea have always hung in there. Arsene Wenger will be frustrated. Could have done without the replay. And it's going to be a tough game as well.
And the talk of getting a double-double. Only Newcastle and Spurs twice managed during the years when the final was at Wembley to win the cup alone in consecutive years. Songs are coming from the Chelsea supporters. Will taught Arsenal will kick themselves. Edu, goodness me. Campbell getting it away. Vieira. Both teams battling for the winner to the end. Pires. Nobody really got there. That's a free kick to Arsenal. Lampard caught trying to go in three directions at once. After a misunderstanding between two Arsenal players, Wiltord and Vieira here.
There's a foul. One of those situations where Henry probably would like to be on the pitch to take it. Not sure who in the little huddle that's set in there, but Van Bronckhorst and they do like free kicks, but it favours a right footer rather than a left.
Perez showing interest as well. I think it might well be Javier Perez. Referee will get the wall further back.
This would be cruel.
Drama to the end of this sixth-round FA Cup tie. 2-2, and it's Van Bronckhorst! That's a great stop, and turned away by Gallas. And that was the final action of an absolutely fascinating cup tie. It ends at 2-2. What a save here at the end. He came through the wall, it got deflected, he was still able to parry it, and Gallas was the quickest to react. Really was a strike, deflected by Morris, and Cudicini able to keep it out. So it ends at 2-2, and for the neutral, the fact that we can be offered such entertainment again, we should be extremely grateful. The Chelsea team and their supporters absolutely delighted. It looked as though it was going to go Arsenal's way, but not to be. Thierry Henry left the field, and his team couldn't maintain the position they had when he left the field.
That's a great performance by Chelsea. They hung in there, the fans absolutely delighted. Henry was magnificent. Arsene Wenger took him off last 10 minutes. Let's keep the 2-1 lead. But they couldn't, and it's a costly error. They need another game in what's over 2 weeks' time. But Chelsea certainly keep their FA Cup hopes alive, and deservedly so, I think.
And they're greeting it as a victory to their supporters. It's 2-2 at Highbury. They're going to have to start all again on the 25th of the month at Stamford Bridge.
Well, we marvelled at Arsenal in the first half, but you have to admire Chelsea for the second half. Terrific comeback.
They kept going. It was a fantastic comeback. We gave Arsenal all the plaudits and accolades of the first half performance. And in the second half, to a certain extent, they still passed and moved great, and it was great, pleasing to the eye. But if Arsenal have got a weakness, for me, sometimes it gets a bit easy for them, and they don't kill teams off. And as long as the score was 2-1, Chelsea were still in it. And like you say, you've got to give them all the credit in the world, because they had the better of the chances in the second half, no doubt about that.
Well, we marvelled at Arsenal in the first half, but you have to admire Chelsea for the second half. Terrific comeback.
They kept going. It was a fantastic comeback. We gave Arsenal all the plaudits and accolades of the first half performance. And in the second half, to a certain extent, they still passed and moved great, and it was great, pleasing to the eye. But if Arsenal have got a weakness, for me, sometimes it gets a bit easy for them, and they don't kill teams off. And as long as the score was 2-1, Chelsea were still in it. And like you say, you've got to give them all the credit in the world, because they had the better of the chances in the second half, no doubt about that.
I'm surprised as well that Arsenal stopped playing like they did, because that's what I felt they did. They had the warning right in the first minute where Hasselbaink had a big chance to get back to 2-2. And still after that, it was like, it's very, very easy. They made the two double substitutions, and they took Henry up, who, in my opinion, was the best player on the pitch, and he could have scored the third goal, made the third goal, which would finish the game.
I'm just going to interrupt you for a second, guys. We'll come back to you in a moment, but let's hear from Frank Lampard, the goal scorer, with Garth Crooks.
Incredible contest. Do you think under the circumstances it was a fair result?
I think so. I think we started well, obviously got the goal to give everything to Arsenal, that they're a class team, and in their first half they could have scored more goals, but we was devastated at half-time, to be fair, in the dressing room. But the character we showed second half, the chances, Jimmy's had 2 chances, normally a Derry, and I think the character we showed deserved a draw.
I must ask you about the penalty. Did the Chelsea players have any complaints at all with that?
To be honest, I didn't speak to Carlo afterwards, but I was too far away to see. I saw he touched it round him and went down. Fair enough, some of them are giving, some aren't, and we've had hopefully in the return match we'll get one.
Well played, good luck in the replay.
Thank you, cheers.
Well, let's remind people of what happened in the first half. If any of you missed it, it was some fantastic football, goals, penalties, everything.
Seaman made a great save from Zola. Balls played into the box here, Arsenal trying on it. Lundberg gets left in, Terry comes in the back post, and good ball in, and a great header. And what a fantastic start to the match.
But Arsenal came back well, Peter.
They came back. They settled down, and this is where we got to the penalty, which was given, but it wasn't a penalty. Francis Jeffers here, he makes quite a meal of it, and justice was done.